John, I want to send my wife a kiss.
So it's that button, and then...
Oh, good Lord, she's going to be in shock, that's for sure.
John, adolescence can be a difficult time. It's normal to be drawn to death and murder, but you can go too far down that road, too far away from normal.
What do you say, John?
So guys, welcome to Dublin.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
Congratulations on I'm Not a Serial Killer. It's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you. Cheers, thanks.
Going into it, what fascinated you both about the book and the characters in it?
It had it all basically. It was page turner. It was great characters, very interesting, broken characters with a great sense of black humor. So the dialogue rang true, and was, it's a young adult book, as they call it. I mean, geez, I used to call them teenage books, but it's all young adult now, But it didn't feel like it isn't Twilight. It's darker and more odder than that, I think. So then there's the setting, the Midwest in America, in a small town in snow and ice. I remember there's a certain point in the book, without giving away things, that's similar in the film, where everything changes, and at that point my jaw dropped, and I just thought, this has, because I already liked it, but this now has gone a new way. And then you're going, please God, let it be as good as this right to the last page, and it was. Because then the worst thing can happen is that you kind of peters off and you go, So no, it did, it right to the end. It was great.
And Max, what was it like playing John, playing someone who is effectively got no emotion? What is it like trying to become that character?
It's just you, really, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. It was really hard. Like I felt terrible for a little while, and then it was fine.
There's a particular scene that really stood out for me. It's the when you meet Rob at the dance, and you deliver that really great monologue. How much fun was that to kind of just?
That was
such a
that was like,
scene.
I think that was the last day of shooting or something super close to the last day, and so it was.
We had 10 minutes to get that whole scene out.
Yeah.
Basically. Max you were 17, he was considered a junior in the American Actors Union SAG, so he had to leave set 2 hours before we finished shooting each day. We called it the child catchers with Cohen Tyson. So we literally, it was you, me and Robbie, like just trying to get that scene just in a frenzy, but I think that helped the energy of it actually.
Totally, inertia.
Yeah, no, it was good. I remember you were hurting Rob quite a bit.
Oh, that poor guy.
And what was it like for yourself, Billy, casting Christopher Lloyd, and for yourself, Max, getting to work with Christopher Lloyd? Was it great fun?
Yeah, it was because Christopher Lloyd is he's just a really nice guy who's a little bit shy, doesn't throw his weight around. God, he could, if he wanted, given the amount of films he's done. So he arrived up. We did 3 days rehearsals in the little hotel in the tiny town we're in. And we went up we'd given Chris Lloyd the penthouse up on top, and the wind was howling around. And I think that's where it just clicked. Max and Chris just hit it off.
Yeah.
And for Chris, legend, 76, 77, he just suddenly saw in Max that there's a fellow actor here who's like a genuinely serious actor who could really get it. And I just sat back and watched the two of them just chat about the script
those
and
were
characters.
A couple really lovely days.
They were great. So we, in a low budget film, you don't get a lot of time, so they were invaluable, because then we could hit the floor running, So
totally.
Good.
Yeah. If I were to visualize Chris Lloyd as anything other than who Chris Lloyd is, he's a sweet armadillo sitting in an armchair.
I see it.
Very sweet, wise old armadillo.
And I mentioned that scene in the dance. Are there particular scenes that for you two were just fantastic to film, fantastic to act in?
Probably.
God,
what do you think?
Well, we were talking the other day, I love the little moments. There's some great little moments. There's one in the library where Lucy, who plays Brooke, comes up, and Lucy hadn't acted before, and she's a real natural. She's amazing. But in that scene, Max hasn't got the headphones on, and we did a couple of takes, and she was
so intense. Oh my God!
And she was going, John, and I took to one side and said, Max won't react unless you really say John. So the next time she went, John, and she completely scared herself, and that's the one we used, because she went like that.
That was real?
And that's just great, So I love little happy, almost accidents like that are great fun.
Yeah, totally. Just little quirky moments like that.
It's and there was a lot of Lucy, Ray, who plays Max, John's friend, is a force of nature from
he seems
upstate Minnesota. You know, he sent me pictures last summer of him hunting with his dad. You know, and Ray was 13. You know, but he's just so confident and just so quirky. You know, it's just great. Like the curiosity, the
Curiosity of a beast.
He's great, and I remember at one point when there's a bit in the film where he gets hurt, like emotionally hurt by you know, the emotionless John Wayne Cleaver, and I was trying to, because he's never acted before, and I was trying to think how I could say this to Ray. And I said, well, look, Ray, maybe, you know, have you ever like been bullied in school? And that Ray's huge, and he just kind of went, you know, like, do you think I'd be bullied? You know, that was just him. So it was a great joy working with people like that, and you know, and a lot of the older actors had been in like Fargo and films like, because it's the Coen Brothers state after all. You know, Minnesota, it's where it's from. So what's his name? Bruce Bonney, who was in Fargo as Marge's assistant. He's the pastor at the end at the funeral, and he wrote that speech that he gives himself. Because he arrived at the audition and he goes, I'm looking here at all the action in this scene, and you're going to need more than you've written. So I've written this speech.
Wow.
And it was hilarious. And so that was great. You know, like, that's a gift.
Yeah, it did feel very Fargo-esque when he was like, and
but
give all the money to us.
It was brilliant.
And of course, with any book adaptation to film, you have to talk about the writer, Dan Wells.
Yes, yeah.
Was he on set often?
He was. He came up for about 10 days, a week or 10 days, I think. And he was great. He loved the film. Got to meet you and everything.
So lovely.
And then we got him over to Austin for South by Southwest, the premiere, and he got to see the film for the first time. Which he emailed me a week going, "Could you send me a screener?" Because he didn't want to have to be in a public. And like there was no screener. We were barely finished the film in time. You know, I said, "No, you're going to have to sweat it out like the rest of us." But he loved the film. You know, so that was great. You know,
and finally, you know, it is Christmas time. It's the festive time of the year.
Yeah, true.
And the film is set during Christmas.
Exactly. It's a classic Christmas film.
It is. That's what I'm asking you. Do you hope that, you know, in a couple of years we'll be seeing it in the Lighthouse? It'll be one of the Naughty and Night on the Naughty and Night.
I just noticed last night they've got Die Hard down as a Christmas
film.
So anything can happen.
Returns.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. So
well, listen,
that would be a great way of having us. You know, they always say if you write a Christmas song, you're made for life. So this is it. Yeah, hopefully it'll become a Christmas film.
Perfect. Well, listen, Max, Billy, it's been absolutely fantastic.
Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.